We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Monarchs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Monarchs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Turner. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Snagged in the middle, it's Harmon. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. And now, lots of running room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Right down the middle. It's complete. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants it all. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field.
Off offense.
So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Got it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up for it.
He'll sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get first and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, you know. But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill, and making the tackle on first down.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Fourth down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
Right, and they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
A long way to go on fourth and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 21 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Turner. Here comes the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Slithers into space. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Marshall quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running backs get...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. It's complete to the left. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one, but later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium. Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Turner. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't...
Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Hold it.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Harmon. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Turner. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt will come to rest just in... ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Bringing the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, This offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Going to the running game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Got it in the middle. It's blocked. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Ineligible receiver. Downfield. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game, but in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front block.
Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
To the air on 1st down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great. And quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's James. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Rushes on him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Holding.
Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, ODU. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anymore.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air, it's Turner. Finds the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Marshall quick to the line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late.
Throws for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over Appalachian State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's one. Here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense, because one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Monarchs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the